Hi, it's Monday and I'm just filming the end of the headpiece video so I can get that video up tonight. I was going to wait until I'd filmed it with the wig and the makeup and everything all together, but I'm not going to have time to do that for another couple of days and I really want to get this tutorial out. Plus I think it's kind of exciting saving the whole finished look to come together at the end. So I've just put the headpiece with the unstyled wig and look how gorgeous it looks in front of my blue backdrop. Now I'm going to go and just finish editing the end of the video and get that up for tonight. So it's school holidays now. I've got a lot of things going on with my daughter for the next couple of days and I've got fittings to get things ready for. So it's probably going to be Thursday before I get to do the wig and makeup for this. So anyway, I've got the vlog to go up tomorrow and I've got this to go up today now. So hopefully by Thursday evening I'll have the last Flora dress video up. I've had a little delivery today, so I've bought some iron-on flat back rhinestones, which is not something I normally use. I normally glue them on. If you've watched my videos, you'd have seen how I glue them on with either E6000 or with the gemstone glue. So I thought I'd try some iron-on crystals. I've used those little sort of wands that you put them on with before with the hot fix crystals, and I hated it, absolutely hated it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try ironing them on. So I've also bought this little teeny weeny iron, which is for adding crystals, or it's sold as something to iron crystals onto things with. So I've got lots of purples, black and red. The red's for me, the black and purple are something else that I'm working on for an order at the minute. And then in here is my teeny weeny iron. Look how cute that is. That's going to be perfect. So I'm going to sort of test it out in some different fabrics, see how well they stay on, see how easy this is to use. If it's got different heat settings or if it's just on or off. And then I bought some of this to try, which is if you've ever bought rhinestones already in a pattern to iron on, this is the stuff that it comes on. So I'm not entirely sure how to use it, but it's got a backing and then a clear sticky film. So I'm thinking that could be a really quick way to add crystals onto a big layer. So stick them all onto here and then use the iron to heat them up and attach them to the fabric. So looking forward to trying this. I wonder if it will work on shoes actually. That could be quite cool, because I can put them on here and then put that on the shoes in little pieces. Might be a quick way to cover shoes. I'm going to have a play and see what works. I'll put a link in the description to where I bought all these crystals and the iron and stuff from. So they did so many colours. They're not Swarovski, but they're still really, really sparkly, and they were a really good price too. They're not expensive at all. The reds are really sparkly. Looking forward to using those on something. Hey Lil, what are we doing this morning?
Going to the circus.
Yay, we're going to the circus is in town, so we've got front row tickets, haven't we? It's very exciting. We haven't been to a circus in a very long time, so we can't film in there, but we can film some of the outside stuff in the tent, and then we'll tell you all about it afterwards.
The tent is huge.
It is huge, isn't it? It's very cool.
Right now we're in the car.
Hey, we're back in the car after the circus. It was so good. There's so many talented performers there.
Yes.
And there was llamas. They took me by surprise.
And bulls and camels and ponies and
so many
humans.
talented performers. I loved the clown and ragdoll act. I thought that was really clever. I'd not seen anything like that before. I loved all the trapeze artists at the end. Were so talented, so talented. What else was there? Were so many acts I can't remember. The juggler, he was really good. The girl hula hooping fire in the air,
oh yeah.
she was good. You loved the silks and all the aerials, didn't you? So yeah, definitely worth coming. I think we had a great morning out there, didn't we?
Yes.
You go again? Go to that circus again?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go home and have some lunch. Morning. Let me catch you up with what's been going on. I have been sick in bed for the past 3 days, so Wednesday night I started sneezing and I came down with a horrible cold, which is, I'm guessing, why I was feeling so tired and run down the week before. So it all hit me. I've spent the last 3 days in bed. I'm still not well, but I just can't lie there and not get anything done for another day. I really want to get the Flora dress wig and final video filmed today. I'm still snotty. I've dosed myself up. My skin is, oh, it's so rough from blowing my nose for 3 days straight, but I'll just layer loads of makeup on and hope that it looks okay. So the first thing I need to do is get set up and style the wig. So while I was in bed, I've been watching lots of wig tutorials and wig styling tutorials. Oh, excuse me. I've been watching lots of Drag Race. So I've got some ideas. I want to do it quite sort of 40s with some beautiful big waves in it. So I'm going to cut it a bit shorter. I'm going to curl it using my Mark curling iron. Then I'm going to put the curls in pin curl clips to cool down. So my rollers didn't work out as well as I hoped when I did the white wig. The curls didn't stay in, and I think that was because the steam just couldn't get through to them. It's a heat resistant synthetic wig, so I did a little test on it and it worked. I sort of just held the curl while it cooled down a little bit, and it held the curl nicely. So I think with rolling them up and then pinning them and letting them cool down, and without that extra weight of the extra length as well, it should curl really well. Then I bought some mega hold hairspray, and I bought some long sectioning clips to hopefully hold the waves in place and get that kind of vintage feel to it. So in theory it all works in my head, so I'm going to get set up and see if I can actually make it work in practice. So I've got my first pin curls in the wig. They look really messy, but they're quite difficult to do because the hair's so hot, but you don't want to let it drop because then the curls drop. But they're in. I think they'll be fine, and I'm getting that nice sort of the wave at the top that I wanted for that sort of vintage look. I've cut a lot of the length off as well, so that's making it easier to curl. So I've got to go around and do the whole head now, which is going to take ages because you have to hold it for ages on the curling wand and then curl it up. Okay, so it's taken about an hour and a half, but I've got all of the curls pinned into place on my wig now. I've got so the direction, so my parting's there, so they curl anti-clockwise going that way from the parting for 2 rows, and then they curl clockwise away from the parting for 2 rows down this way, and then all of the ones at the back are curling backwards, sort of up and over. So fingers crossed, when I take it out, everything will be sat where I need it to sit, and then I can brush it and set it into those lovely vintage waves. And right now I'm going to go and have some lunch, and then that will just let all of the back ones, because I just finished it, yeah, they're still warm, so let everything cool down completely before I take the clips out, and pray that it looks like I want it to look. So I can't wait to see it. Okay, so it's had time to cool down while I've had my lunch. So now it's the moment of truth. I'm going to take the pin curls out and see what happens. So I'm going to put my phone up on a time lapse to record. And yeah, fingers crossed, it looks good. So it's almost done. It's not as perfect as I would have liked, but I actually kind of like that because it kind of goes with the garden flower theme, that it's not spot on. I really like the shape of it. Really happy with the shape of the front. So it's going to finish spraying it and taking the clips out. Then I'll show you the finished wig. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I am happy with it. So it's a bit fuzzier than I would have liked. The bottom, I wanted to get that in just a bit smoother and smaller, but it just wouldn't do it. I think maybe I need to do bigger curls next time or something. But overall, it's definitely got that sort of vintagey vibe that I was after. So it's about 5 o'clock now, so it's a bit late to start doing makeup and finishing the dress and putting the dress on now. So I'm going to do it first thing in the morning, but I'm going to add that to this vlog, and then I'll start a new vlog on Tuesday, so you can see the finished effect this week instead of having to make you wait another week because it's been so long already. So I'm going to go and just chill out because I'm still not feeling brilliant. And then first thing in the morning, I will do my makeup and film the finished look. I'm going to decide on jewellery as well. Let me show you. I'm thinking this little butterfly necklace. I'm not sure if I like it double or not. Oh, actually, maybe I do. Yeah, I think I do like it double. I was thinking maybe just the small one or just the big one, but the small one just gets a bit lost. And the big one just looks a bit plain on its own, so yeah, I'll do the two together. I bought this headband as well with butterflies on. I was going to take them off and use them maybe in the dress or in the headpiece, but they're soldered on. I can't get them off. But it's just a pretty headpiece that I'll wear anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm going to go with that necklace, the headpiece, and I think with the wig, you're not even going to see my ears, so I'm not going to worry about earrings. And I've got stupid sensitive ears anyway, so it would only make my ears flare up. So that's it. I'm going to leave my little wiggy overnight, and I'll be back in the morning to show you everything finished. Okay, so the fuzziness of the wig was really bugging me, so I was having breakfast. I'm like, nah, I don't like it. I want to come and redo it. So I've used a different brush, and I've just had a play. That's the side that's what it was like. And then using this brush, I've managed to get it to look like this at the other side front, which is so much nicer than it was. So I'm going to refilm the end of the video. I'm going to cut everything from, I'll go back to me brushing it, I think. And then I'll change brushes and brush it, and then I'll show the finished setting after I've brushed it with this new brush, because it looks a million times better. Look at that beautiful curl I've got going on at the bottom there. So happy with that. So I'm going to go get dressed and redo this wig. I'm so glad I took the time to redo this wig because I'm so much happier with it this time. I've managed to get the top a bit more defined. I've got this gorgeous curl going on at the front, and a smaller, let's spin it around, a smaller version going on there. It's still a bit fuzzy, but it's a lot less fuzzy than it was. So that's how it looks from that side. That's the front. That's that side. I've taken those clips out already because I didn't have quite enough clips, and these clips aren't strong enough, so I'm definitely going to buy some proper ones to. Oh, it looks a bit longer there. I wonder if I can just bobby pin those bits up if I need to, just to get them a bit even. But yeah, it looks way better than it did yesterday, so I'm really glad I took the time to redo it. Okay, it's makeup time. I've got everything out that I need. I've got my inspiration picture, which is a picture of a beautiful pearl. I love this look, but I'm going to replace the blues with pinks and kind of put my own little twist on it as well. I think I'm going to use pink crystals under my eyes, but yeah, that's definitely the sort of vibe and the look that I'm aiming for. So my skin's still quite bad from the cold. I'm still really run down and it's not brilliant. I've got eczema, I've got a big patch there and down my nose. I've put loads of moisturiser on. I'm really hoping that that doesn't show too much through my foundation. So I'm going to start with my primer and foundation, which I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty primer, and then the foundation is colour 140. which is the same ones I always use because I just love these. Then I've got the Colourpop concealer. That's colour light neutral 15, but they've changed their colours since they've done this. So I think my colour's now 16, but don't quote me. And I've also got the white concealer, which I'm going to put on my eyelids just because I'm going to go for golds and pinks, and I really want that colour to pop. So I'm using white concealer on my eyes. And then I've got the Colourpop No Filter setting powder. So I'm going to put all of that on, and then I'll be back to show you the next bit. Okay, so I've got my base on, and I've done a bit of a contour. So for contour and highlight, I'm using the Colourpop It's My Ray Ray palette, and I'm probably going to use a lot of the eyeshadows in here too. So I've used that middle one to contour with. It's quite dramatic, but because it's going to be on camera under bright lights, it does disappear a lot. So I'm going to use probably the neutrals from this palette, and then for the colours, I'm going to use the Colourpop Ooh La La palette, which has got some amazing pinks and golds in it. I've also got a Colourpop Gold Super Shock shadow, which is really, really beautiful. This is Cosmic Charge. I've got Sugar Pill, a loose pink powder in Birthday Girl. And I've got BH Cosmetics. This is their Diamond Dazzlers in Radiant, which is a beautiful gold shimmery powder. So I might use some of that as well. So I'm going to start looking at Pearl's beautiful picture and start working on my eyes. Next, I'm going to pencil in where I want my brows to be. You can see I only have a tiny bit of hair, so I actually pluck off the tails of my eyebrows so I can draw them back on any shape I want. I'm going to use the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil in Champagne Blonde just to draw the shape that I want. Then I've got the BH Cosmetic Ultimate Brow Palette. And I'm going to use this really, really pale powder just over the top of them. And that's going to be it for my brows. I'm going to keep them really light today. A lot lighter than I normally do them. I've added some gold and a tiny bit of shimmer. I'm trying to get it's a bit orange. I'm trying to get rid of that. So I've got my Colourpop I Think I Love You, my favourite palette. So I'm going to use the matte white on there now just to go over the outside at the top, just to, that's better, tone down that the orangey. It was just a bit too orange for what I wanted, so. That's way better, it's toned out all the oranginess. So that's where I'm up to. Cool. So I'm going to go and start adding a little bit of depth in here now. And I'm going to use some dark red. I'm using Trove from Ooh La La. Okay, next I'm going to do my under eye. I'm going to use Poodle from Ooh La La, and then I'm going to go over it with the Sugar Pill Birthday Girl. Next I'm going to do the big black winged eyeliner using this Morphe brush, which is M443, and then their Jet Gel Liner. Okay, I'm going to smooth this out and do the other eye, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Next, I'm going to use this gold liquid eyeliner by Eye of Horus. But instead of using the brush that it comes with, I'm just going to use this really fine paintbrush because I want to get it really, really precise. It's not showing up as much as I would have hoped, so I think I'm going to use the white Colourpop concealer underneath it and then go back on top of it with that gold. That gold eyeliner is completely dried up, so I've gone back to the Colourpop Super Shock and just a really super thin brush. Super Shock doesn't go on as smoothly as some of the other ones I've got. Find another gold. I'll get there. So I'm gonna, find a way to get this really gold. I'm just gonna add some highlighter on my cheeks and do my lips, which I'm using my favourite red, which is the Colourpop Star-Crossed. And then I'll be back to show you the finished look. I'm gonna do lashes. I'm gonna add just a pink crystal in the center of each eye at the bottom as well. Alright, I decided it needed some sparkle, so I've just been rummaging through my old makeup and I found this Revlon eye makeup. It's a liquid shadow at one end and glitter at the other, so I'm just going to use the glitter over the top of what I've already done, if it hasn't dried up like the eyeliner. Oh yeah, that looks good, it's still liquid. That's what it needs, that sparkle. So this is a finished makeup. That noise, it started storming outside, so that sound in the rain on the roof of my studio picks up on the microphone, so I can go and film the end bit, but hopefully it will ease off quickly so I can film the end of the talking part. So really pleased with the makeup. It looks super sort of glam, vintagey, pretty. The sparkle, I'm really glad I found that gold sparkle because I think that just makes it. Got my little beauty spot because my parting's this side. I hope it's that side. So I'm going to go tie my hair up, put a wig cap on and go and get everything on and film the rest of the video. So these are just the same crystals that I used on the dress. I've just stuck them on with eyelash glue. I finally got everything on, so there's the wig and makeup and headpiece all together. I just love how it all looks. I'll put you over here so you'll be able to see everything from a distance as I film the end of it. There you go, there's the corset on. See, remember we cut the waist a bit smaller and then the hips nice and tight. Give that beautiful hourglass figure, which you couldn't quite see on the mannequin because it just doesn't fill it out. The straps are a tiny bit too big on me. I need to add a little bit of elastic, I think, but I can make them sit in the right place as I take photos and film it. Oh my god, it's so hard trying to do this as well when you're wearing a giant dress. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit the whole dress and the headpiece into the shot in my studio. I'm definitely going to have to arrange a photo shoot with this dress soon because I don't think I'm going to do it justice today. Final shots of the look. I think I've got everything I need. I've got photos, I've got video. I'm just going to do one more video of the full length if I can, or as much of the full length as I can. Oh, there's a chair in the way. Move that chair. Oh. Alright, I need an assistant to help me on days like this and big frocks like this. Still not fitting the full dress in. Let's try. Let's move this back even further. Let's move my big camera away. Need a bigger studio with taller walls. Okay, can I get it all from here? I can't go back any further, so I hope I can get it all from here. Let's try again, full length, if I can. I'm done. I think I've got all the shots that I need, so I'm going to get changed. Go and check all the footage before I take my makeup off. I'm going to take the wig off there because I'm boiling. All up, I'm so pleased. So go and finish this video and get it up for tonight, and hopefully everyone will like it. So new vlog starts tomorrow, so thank you for watching my vlog. Yeah, I extended it a day so you could see this finished look, so next week will be a shorter one, so I'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh my god, I need somewhere to go so I can wear this. I don't want to take it off.